Hello guys, in this video we will see how to create and connect to PostgreSQL 16 AWS RDS Instance. See, I have connected to my Azure console, then click on services, then in search box search for RDS. Click on RDS. See, I don't have any DB instances. Click on DB instances. See, we don't have any instance. Go back, click on create instance or DB instances, then click on create database. Both are same. See here, we have two methods to create a database: standard create and easy create. So select the PostgreSQL, then here select the versions. See, scroll down, at the end we have the PostgreSQL 16.1. This is the latest version at the time of making this video. Select it, scroll down, here we have to select the templates: production, Dbevaer test or free tier. I am going with free tier. Then here, based on your requirement, you select it. If you select free tier, these availability and durability options has been grayed out. See, if you select production, these are enabled. But if you select free tier, see, these are disabled. Okay. Then provide the DB name for the DB instance. I am giving R2 schools. Then credentials, master username is Postgres. This is the username. I am not going to change. Then provide the password for this master username. If you want to auto generate, you have to select this auto generate. But I want to provide manually. So next, here we have to select the instance configuration, which means the number of CPUs and RAM. See, pre-tier is only eligible for two options like DB T4 and DB T3. But if you select Dbevaer test, we can select any one of them. Okay. So next, storage, we have these storage options or storage types. I am going with general purpose SSD. Then here provide the allocated storage. I am giving 30 gigabytes, but we can give up to 6144 gigabytes. Storage auto scaling. See, this is the, if you enable storage auto scaling, it will increase to 1000 gigabytes. Connectivity, I am going with don't connect an EC2 compute resource, network type IPv4 and virtual private cloud. See, I don't have any VPC, so we have to keep this as it is. Even I don't have subnet group, so I am going to keep as it is. Public access, click on S. VPC security group role, choose existing. See, I have only one, that is default. If you want to create new, you have to click on new, then provide the name. I am giving R2 schools RDS. Then availability zones, select any one of them. I am going with US East 1. I am not going to change anything. Authentication, password authentication. We have different like password and IAM, password and Kerbos. Turn off, turn on the performance insights. I am not going to change anything. This is the, see, this is the estimated cost. It is very less because we have selected pre-tier. Okay. If you okay with all these settings, then click on create database. See, password must not contain these characters, so I am giving then click on create database. Click on close. See, state is still creating. Wait until state is available. See, successfully created database, but still status is configuring enhanced monitoring. Wait until This also needs to be changed. See, now status is available. Click on refresh. Now click on this DB identifier. See, there are 0 sessions. Now we will see how to connect to this DB instance. See, this is the connectivity or security information. Monitoring information, logs and events, configuration information. See, instance ID, instance class, CPUs 2, RAM 1. This is the PostgreSQL version, and these are the other information that we have configured. This is the master username, this is the master password. Okay, so now we will see how to connect to this AWS RDS PostgreSQL 16. Click on connectivity, then copy this endpoint from the entire this one, and this is the port number. Now open PGAdmin. If you haven't installed PGAdmin, it is free to download and install. Okay, go to PGAdmin, click on PGAdmin for, or we can connect by using Dbevaer also. I will paste the link how to install Dbevaer on Windows operating system in the video description. Expand servers, right click on server, click on register, then click on server. Then provide the name for RDS R2 schools. This is okay. Anything is fine here, but in connection we have to copy this endpoint and paste in host name or address. Then port is 5432. Say port is 5432. Okay. Then maintenance database Postgres, username also Postgres. Then provide the password. Then click on save. It will throw error. Here password is wrong, so click on save. See, we have successfully connected to RDS. Expand databases. See, here we have the RDS database. This is the one way to connect to the PostgreSQL server. The other way is, if you have installed PostgreSQL client on your machine, then open command prompt, then PSQL, then -h, then give the endpoint name, then -u, then provide the username, then provide the -d, then database name. Database is Postgres. Then hit enter, then provide the password of the master user. See, we have successfully connected. /l/c. We have two databases. Suppose if you want to create new database, right click on databases and select create, then database. Provide the database name. Otherwise, right click on any database, select the query tool, then give create database R2 schools. Select that and click on this execute button. See, database is created. Let me refresh. See, one more database has been added. Again /l/c, new database has been added. Let's verify the version of the PostgreSQL. Select version, then select the command and execute. See, we have installed PostgreSQL 16.1. Again, to verify whether this is AWS RDS instance or not, right click on this connection, properties, connection. See, okay, this is hosted on Amazon as RDS instance. Now I am back to instance services or home page, then click on RDS. We have one DB instance. If you are not using it, it is better or recommended to stop it. Otherwise, AWS charges based on the usage. So you can stop it. If you don't want to use it anymore, you have to click on delete. Then here we have to provide delete me. Then it will delete this PostgreSQL AWS RDS instance. I have created, this is just for demo purpose. If you have created the instance for production Dbevaer test, you have to keep it as it is. So in this video we have seen how to create and connect to PostgreSQL AWS RDS Instance. For more AWS or PostgreSQL videos, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.